It's the story, and I think he calls it Murder and Memory. It's the troubles of Northern Ireland in the 1970s. It is a messy, violent, terrifying time when those pledged to their causes are prepared to die for them or to starve like martyrs, when neighbours are spying on neighbours, when people are being disappeared without trace or shot at point blank by men in balaclavas. And it opens with the abduction of one woman, Jean McConville. She's a mother of 10 and she is led away from her council house with her children watching. And then we trace through the series the rise of the Price sisters. They are sassy, smart, glamorous IRA bombers. And Patrick, who is a writer for The New Yorker, comes at this from the outside. Patrick, how did you come to it?
Dolores Price, whose picture is actually on the cover of the book and on the poster for the series, died in 2013. It's crazy for me to think this is more than a decade ago. I happened to read her obituary in the New York Times. And, she was quite a well-known name in Belfast, but it was not a name that I knew. And I had thought of the Troubles, I think, as a very male story. And so I was just intrigued to learn that there was this young woman who had been the first real kind of frontline soldier who was a woman in the IRA, and that she'd gone on to bomb the Old Bailey and go on hunger strike and live this very colorful life. And then I think the thing that really sparked my interest was learning that later in life, after the Good Friday Agreement, she was kind of starting to look back on some of the things she'd done in her youth with some misgivings and wonder, what was it all for?
A lot of young British millennials, our listeners now, have told me that this is a real gap in their knowledge. They didn't live through this. They came of age after the Good Friday Agreement. And I compare that to people our age who actually have found this too difficult to watch because it is so raw and so uncomfortable.